So the point of this lesson is to show how results from a random sample are more reliable than just a sample that we decide on or that we choose. So we're going to start by, first of all, what is the population? It looks like we've got a list here of, I believe, 24 names. Looks like it's a class. So the population is all the students in this class. We're going to go ahead and choose a random, or not a random sample, we're going to choose a sample of 5 students and see if we can predict the average score in the class. So if you'd like to do this too, pause the video and select 5 of them, add up their scores, and divide by 5. So as a result of, I just took the first 5. That's called a convenience sample, when you just take the first ones that show up. So I just took the first 5, added them up, divided by 5. The average score is 87.6. So the next thing we're going to do is take a random sample. So if you have a graphing calculator, a scientific calculator, TI 30, or a Casio, anything that has a random number generator on it, you can also download random apps. What we use online, if you don't have those, is random.org. And you can put in, there's a screen that tells you, you can put in a maximum number, a minimum and a maximum, and it'll choose any number, including those numbers and in between. So, but if you have one of these TIs, what we're going to do is we are going to push the PRB button, and then we're going to arrow to the right until we get to rand_i, which means random integer, and then press enter, and then what will appear on your screen is rand_i parenthesis, and since there are 24 names here, I'm going to put in 1, comma, 24. Now the comma is a shift button and the right parenthesis, and then 24 parenthesis, and then I'm going to hit the enter button 5 times to get 5 random numbers. And I'm just going to go straight down. I'm not going to number them right now, but Jill will be number 1, Hugh number 2, Tess number 3, and so forth, all the way down to Han. So when I did that, I got 24, 20, 24, 2, and 10. Now obviously I'm not going to use the same student twice, so I need to hit my enter button one more time and get one more that hasn't been chosen already. So then it gave me 22. So I need to go find these students. So I added up these scores and I got a significantly lower score, 81.2. That's about 6.5 lower than before. And one thing that I find interesting is the first 5 are, there's 2 boys and 3 girls. This random sample gave me 5 boys. So even though it was random, because everyone had an equal chance, and that's what makes it random, is everyone had an equal chance. Mine, in the red, is not random because I just took the first 5. And so not everyone had an equal chance. I took the first 5. When I put in 1 through 24, the calculator, or the random number generator, supposedly gives each one an equal chance, and so it is random if everyone has an equal chance. So even though it's random, maybe it's not representative because I did get 5 guys. Now the question really is, which one is better? Which one is closer to the actual average or mean? And that's what that X bar represents. That's our symbol for mean. So next I'm going to find the actual average. So I'm going to add them all up and divide by 24. So the sum I got was 1999, and then dividing it by 4 rounds to 83.3. And you can see that's significantly closer to my random answer than to my chosen answer. And again, this is to illustrate that a random sample will get you closer to the actual than will one that you just choose. Usually. It doesn't happen every single time, but usually. Enough so that we depend on that. And so if a sample is random, we believe that it will get us close to the actual answer.